Hey guys, good morning. It's Coach Jessica checking in on this Saturday morning here in Southern Virginia. It is a cold 39 degrees, gloomy, kind of like day outside. But I'm reminded of what I told you guys earlier this week. We are not affected in our commitment by external circumstances. So I'm committed to go out there and walk today. Today is not a gym day with my trainer. I said I was going to walk on Saturdays, and even though it's like, and I don't really want to, I'm going to do it anyway because I said I was going to. That's what commitment is. It's not based on feelings, and it's not based on external circumstances. So I wanted to remind you of that. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you today about something I've spoke about here in the group before, but not this month and maybe not in the last couple months, and that is weekend mentality. It's something that's similar to vacation mentality. It's a trick that the voice of sabotage or Ed or the enemy, I use those things interchangeably to describe that voice in your head that's always pointing you towards harm with food or towards things that or towards even just compromise, which is ultimately meant to harm you. So weekend mentality is, what Ed may whisper to you is, you've done so great all week. Just relax. It's the weekend. You can compromise. You'll pick it right back up again on Monday. And we know the reality is that the reason that Ed wants us to compromise, or the reason the enemy, the voice of sabotage, wants us to compromise, is because it always leads to a bigger compromise than what he promises. He always over promises and under delivers every single time. So the enemy will say it'll be worth it, you deserve this, you can just relax, you don't have to try as hard. And I think because typically on the weekend our patterns are different, whether if you're in a household with other people, if you have kids, if they're not going to school, if you don't have to go to work, having a different pattern can be a place of vulnerability for the enemy, for his voice to control you more and get to you where it wouldn't get to you during the week. So I just wanted to remind you that, because Saturday can really be a vulnerable place for people, whether it's having more time on your hands, whether it's again, a change in pattern. Certainly the enemy is going to take advantage of that and offer you the thought that it's okay to change things up on the weekend, to compromise on the weekend. And I'm going to challenge you that it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. It doesn't matter if it's a Tuesday or a Saturday. Your body still needs the same things. If you want to move forward in freedom, you really have to treat each day the same. And that's not to say you have to eat the same food every day, but you still have to have certain things that you won't compromise on. The fact that it's a different day on the calendar, or the fact that you're in a different location, or the fact that you're spending your time doing different things doesn't change what your body needs, and it doesn't change how harmful things are to you that you might tend to eat. Garbage on the weekend is still garbage, and it's always going to affect you for longer than you expect for it to. It's always harder to break free. So if you started here on the 1st and today is the 7th, you've got 6 days under your belt of freedom. Don't trade that in for some temporary thrill this weekend. Just don't do it. Decide how you're going to eat today. Commit to it here in the group and move forward, and tell Ed to shut up. Tell him, no way, no how, not doing it. I want freedom more than I want a very, very temporary thrill from food. So if you have weekend challenges, feel free to comment on this video and we can talk through them together. I'll be happy to answer those. But just wanted to raise your awareness. I felt led today to just post about this. And again, if you go back to the old videos, if you go back in the photos section, it actually has all the short videos too. I've done a video on weekend mentality before that's a little bit different than this one. Listen to that. And honestly, if you have boredom because you have too much time on your hands today, or you're cleaning, or whatever you do, Saturday tends to be a cleaning day for me. Listen to it. Just hit play and just listen to the old Zooms that are here in the group. You got 5 Zooms right now that you can listen to with so much information. You don't have to be watching. It's basically just me talking. So just hit listen. Go back and listen to all those old short videos and the old Zooms that you have access to, and just strengthen yourself today. You do not have to give into that voice, because like I said, it over promises, under delivers. It promises, all kinds of things. It promises a thrill, and it kind of gives you and then it comes with consequences. And when Ed is promising you everything, he makes you forget the consequences that come along with it. So don't fall for that today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Looking forward to our Zoom call. I'll put out the agenda either tonight or tomorrow morning for that. Really looking forward to week 2 with you guys. And feel free to check in. I'd love to have a status check from y'all. How have you done these first 7 days? I would say for myself, they've been an incredible 7 days. I've done all the things that I wanted to do, that I said I was going to do, when it comes to taking care of my my body, and following through on working out and stuff like that. And we can get caught up in the fact that it's the new year, and that's why we're doing this. I actually started not in the new year, I started before now, but we have to keep that going. And that's why it is exciting to start something new in the new year. It's easy to get hyped up and just ride that wave, but it ends. So it has to be based on commitment, not just the fact that you're excited about something new or a new year. So remember that. Commitment means I do the thing I said I was going to do, regardless of feelings or external circumstances. Have a wonderful day. Talk to y'all soon.